Some of the most engaging immersive experiences in life may be found in single-player video games. Imagine watching a movie where you get to play the lead role and occasionally even get to decide how it ends. For the majority of single-player game enthusiasts, a compelling plot combined with an enjoyable advancement system is enough to make them salivate. Fortunately, many game creators continue to put a strong emphasis on single-player experiences. Others rely on gameplay, while others prioritize making their games as replayable as possible. Here are the top 10 single-player Xbox games that you can enjoy. Number 10, Assassin's Creed VALHALLA. In Assassin's Creed VALHALLA, you play as Ivor, a Viking. Players engage in a conventional AC experience with a twist while viewing beautiful images of ancient Europe. Players have the option to establish towns as Vikings and enhance them. Like the Vikings did hundreds of years ago, players can also build ships and raid monasteries. In general, you can anticipate a true Assassin's Creed experience that Xbox Series X customers can easily play in 4K at 60 frames per second. Number 9, Forza Horizon 5. I've also included Forza Horizon 5 in our list of the top Xbox racing games. The game's expansive open-world campaign seems to go on forever. There are numerous races that players can participate in even after they have completed all of the big events. With a blend of simulation elements and an arcade racing experience, the gameplay is as fluid as you would expect from Forza. But what really elevates this game are the visuals. Number 8, Red Dead Redemption 2. Despite being created by the same people who created GTA 5, RDR2 is considerably different from it. RDR2 tends to focus a little more on the story, and my god is it a terrific tale. GTA 5 tends to focus more on gameplay, and allowing the player as much flexibility as possible. The mission takes 45 to 50 hours to finish. While this maximizes playtime, it also keeps players on the edge of their seats as they wait for the story's next twist. Similar to GTA 5, RDR2 offers a ton of side missions and other playable content in addition to the single-player campaign. Number 7, Dying Light 2, Stay Human. The critically acclaimed Dying Light sequel almost always outperforms the original. While the idea of fighting against zombies is still essentially the same, the tools at your disposal are far more sophisticated. In Dying Light 2, the entire city is at the player's disposal, and the decisions they make have an impact on how they fare later on. You may discover that there is a lot more keeping you occupied than just the pleasure of eliminating every zombie in the second game, because the plot also plays a much more important role in it. Number 6, Destiny 2, Beyond Light. Another game that almost entirely outperforms the first is Destiny 2. The game's graphics were upgraded to make playing it on the next generation of consoles, even though it was released before the Xbox Series X, more pleasurable. The game includes a ton of multiplayer and cooperative activities, but it also boasts a decent single-player narrative. The single-player campaign is played in an MMO environment, and that is the only thing to keep in mind. It is not an offline game as a result. Nevertheless, it has a compelling narrative that can be finished by a lone wolf. Number 5, Control. Control is the next game in our list of the top Xbox single-player games. In Control, puzzle solving, third-person shooting, and a compelling story are all combined. Players take on the role of Jesse Faden, who needs to travel through the Federal Bureau of Control in order to find her brother. The FBC features several bizarre happenings, which are prevalent throughout the game. As you advance in the game, you will get access to supernatural powers and an interactive setting. Even if the campaign is just about 20 hours long, it is still something you should check out. Number 4, Elden Ring. An open-world game from the Dark Souls series called Elden Ring takes pleasure in its severe difficulty. Players attempt to defeat a variety of monsters and foes. Believe us when we tell it is really challenging to defeat them. The open-world design of the game is what makes it so captivating, and may be one of the best single-player games available for the Xbox Series X and S. The most challenging opponents in the game can be defeated in a variety of ways, and the plot is not straightforward. Elden Ring ends up becoming one of the Xbox Series X and most as adaptable, difficult, and epic campaign games as a result. Number 3, Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil games haven't been on the Xbox in a long, and Village is the greatest of them. The series has always done a good job of mixing horror and adventure. This is a great time to start the series because the game starts a brand new storyline. Older players will still feel at home though, as it is still based on the conclusion of the previous game in the series, Biohazard. Resident Evil Village looks amazing now that it has been updated for the latest console generation. Resident Evil Village is the best survival horror single-player game on the Xbox, since it is challenging to find another game in the category with as much refinement. Number 2. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Numerous awards, including Game of the Year, have been given to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is still going strong in 2022. With the newest installment of the Witcher franchise, CD Projekt Red has truly pulled off something amazing, offering the greatest in level design, open-world combat, and stunning aesthetics. The developers' showcased in-game map isn't something to take lightly. Unless you're a massive RPG fanatic with nothing better to do for the rest of the day, it's too big to finish in one playthrough. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt's story follows Geralt as he embarks on a dangerous expedition filled with surprises and thrills. Number 1. Grand Theft Auto 5. Although GTA 5's online mode has recently gained popularity, its single-player campaign is still worthwhile to play. Regarding a GTA game, we don't believe there is anything we need to discuss. You steal, lie, and do much worse as you progress through a plot in which you either succeed or fail. GTA 5's main campaign is rather lengthy, so gamers should have plenty of time to spend finishing every objective. Given that it is a GTA game, there are a ton of side missions that players can complete either during or after the main storyline. This is our list of top single-player Xbox games. Tell us your thoughts and what is your top 10 Xbox game choice.